Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Talisha, and if you're new here, I welcome you. If you are returning, thank you so much for stopping back by. In today's video, I am sharing, you know what this is. This is a mail package because this is going to be a pattern haul. Okay, if you have been following me for some time, you know that I have lost quite a bit of weight, and there are some patterns that are new that I want, and then there are some that I need to replace, or not need, but I would like to replace. I'm not going to replace all of them because that would be practically half of my stash. I do have a lot of PDF patterns that could work for some of those that I no longer am able to use, but I will say that these patterns, like I said, are mostly new and just something that I wanted with the new release. And they are basically, what are they? They are Simplicity, McCall's, New Look, so and Anomi. So it's a variety of patterns. So yeah, just stay tuned to this haul and let me know what you think about this haul. I am going to take you to the sewing table so that we can just look directly at the patterns, because when I hold them up to the screen, the screen usually goes dark and I don't want to have to edit that. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts. I will say that I did get at least like 4 craft patterns, and so I'm going to start off with the craft patterns and then we'll get to the good stuff. So let's go ahead and go to the sewing table now. Okay, so for the first pattern that I picked up, this is Simplicity 9441, and obviously this is a crafting pattern, and the pattern description is plushies, and it's all one size, and there's a dinosaur, there's a regular like teddy bear, and there's like a dragon, and then there is the bunny. The reason why I picked it up was for the bunny. I just have this crazy idea that has been kind of going through my mind with home decor and using these type of stuffed animals. I don't know if it's gonna play out or not, but I picked it up because I wanted to give it a try. So that is the reason why I purchased this. I may use the other ones, especially like the bear. You can make a memory bear out of this by, you know, using clothes and, you know, putting something nice there at the belly area. But yes, I picked this up for the bunny. We can take a look at the line art really quickly. And so this is your line art. It's very simple, but yeah, plushies. So the next pattern that I picked up is McCall's 8600, and the pattern description is plush swans in 2 sizes. And the reason why I picked these up was also for the decor. This is the pattern that actually made me think about picking this up. I have just been, I don't know, seeing like different ducks and swans as decor. I don't know if it's a trend or if somebody's trying to start a trend or whatever, but I thought it was so cute, and I thought it would be super sweet to kind of use these and bling them out, like, you know, make them and just bling them out and use them as like decor around the house. And I actually am going to make a couple and put them at my mom's house first, because I think she would like it, and I just want to do something for her. So yeah, I'm gonna make these, and I just think that they're gonna turn out super cute. I probably won't use orange for the beaks, just, you know, do something a little different. But yeah, that's the reason why I picked it up. Again, there's only one size packet for this, but the swans are in 2 different sizes. I especially love like this fur, this faux fur here on view A, that duck, and the view B here, that duck or swan has that fur. So yeah, that's a nice little touch right there. And there's actually a pattern piece for this crown. I don't think I'll be utilizing that crown, but I think you're supposed to make it out of felt or something. But anyway, I think it's super cute and I want to make some. So that's this pattern, and I'll show you the line art. And so here is the line art in the back. And yeah, just looks like what it is. But yeah, I can't wait to get this done when I do, and and share it with you. So this next pattern is Simplicity 9872, and the pattern description is zipper cases, and it's considered easy to sew. And the reason why I picked that pattern up is because I not too long ago saw Brittany make the zipper case, and I noticed that it stood differently. So I believe the bottom of it is done differently than most of the zipper cases that I have, and at least all the patterns. So I just decided to pick it up because it was something different, and you know, who can't use a zipper case? What I like about these pouches right here for F, E, and D, I like how they are flattened. I don't want to, maybe about a year ago, picked up a duffel bag type of pattern like this from Simplicity that I actually plan on making pretty soon for my boys, and I'm going to use some novelty fabric for them to carry their gym clothes in with it. But anyway, I thought that was neat then, and when I saw this come out, I was like, oh, that's super neat, because you know, you have these zipper pouches that go flat. Now these zipper pouches do not go flat, but in this one, I believe this view A is the one that Brittany made, and this is what they look like when they're not being utilized. But again, who can't use a pattern like this, right? And it, for once, is way different from the patterns that I already have that are like in that category. So let me go ahead and show you the line art in the back. Okay, so here is the line art in the back, and yeah, it just kind of looks the way it says it will look. But if you could see that last photo at the bottom where it says DEF, it just shows what it looks like when it's not filled, and then A, B, and C are, you know, what they look like. All right, so this next pattern is Simplicity 9517. The pattern description for this is shopping bags, and I picked it up because of the long rectangular shape. Yes, I can modify patterns and just add length and, you know, taper it, whatever, to get that long rectangular shape. I'm referring to views C and D, but that's the reason why I purchased it, basically for those two views. While I do enjoy the other views A and B that are on the bottom, I do have patterns similar to those, but I don't have like the rectangular ones on views C and D at the top here. And right here, even though this just looks like a panel of fabric, these are pockets, so there's a seam sewn down the middle for those pockets. I do like to take my own grocery bags to the store, especially when I'm picking up something here and there, and I have a lot of scrap fabric, and I thought that would be nice. This would be a nice pattern to use to make a grocery bag. But I also know that, you know, very soon, you know, time moves fast, it will be time to sew up something for Teachers Appreciation Day. Even though it's not required to sew anything, that's how I do it for my children. I sew something up for them. Last year I made tote bags, and this year, I mean, this looks like a tote bag, but it's longer. You can probably put more in it. They can use it for shopping, or they can use it to put their things in it, their books and, you know, teaching things or whatever they want to use. So this is what I plan to make for this year for Teachers Appreciation Week. And then I also plan to make a bag for myself. All right, and so let's look at the line art in the back. So here is your line art in the back, and I like how views A and B are like really squared. That is a good you can't tell on the front picture that that's how they are, but when you look at the line art, you see how it's squared. So that's view A and B, and then here's the line art for view C and D. As you can see, those seams there for that pocket, and I think it would be really nice. So again, this is Simplicity 9517. Okay, so I'm back with my obsession with aprons. This is McCall's 8598, and I picked this pattern up because for some reason, I don't think, if I do, I just don't remember, but I don't think I have a pattern apron pattern that has this like pullover type situation in the back where you just pull it over your head and then it automatically closes over. Now I do have the York Pinafore by Helen's Closet, and there is an extension pack for the Pinafore to look like this in the back, and I believe I have it. However, it is PDF and I would have to print it out and tape it. And so when I saw this, I just decided to get it. So view C is this one at the bottom, and that is probably the most basic one. There is a middle bust dart. a middle bust pocket, and that would probably be the one that I make. But I do like these little pockets, these little puff pockets on view B. So I could just make view C and put the pockets on from view B. I wouldn't want the ruffle, just not something that I would want. And I could also even just make view A if I wanted to, but view A does not have that middle top bust pocket. So yeah, if I didn't want to put that pocket on and just put the lower pockets on, that would be a view as well. So basically between views A and C, this is what I would make. All sizes come in one packet, so you get extra small through extra large. And so here is your line art. It's view A at the top, and then B, C, which is probably the view I would make with the pockets from A, and then we have view D. So now I have new look 6785. The description is Mrs. Coat, dress, jacket, and bag, and I pretty much picked it up for the dress, but I would prefer to make view B because it is shorter. As I mentioned earlier, that I just, there's a lot of patterns that I cannot wear anymore because the pattern package is too large now, and so I just picked this up basically for that dress, just a basic dress, and I probably have some like that, but it was appealing to me because of the jacket that came along with it and the bag, honestly. So yeah, that's why I picked it up, for the dress, the jacket, and the bag. And I think it's a very, timeless type of dress, and you could wear it for any type of occasion. So let me share the line art in the back. So this is the line art in the back, and this does call for a zipper, and then of course you'll have some other notions for the bag. But yes, at the end of the day, I am wanting this dress, and I just noticed now that view E, the shorter jacket, is basically the longer one. It's just cut off, so good to know. There are 3 different lengths for this. So this is view A is the longest one that goes to the ankle, view D is a little bit shorter, and then view E is the one that stops at the waist. So now we have McCall's 8637, and the description is unisex jack cardigan, vest, and pants. And I picked this up because I love a lounge set, and I thought it was nice. And because it's unisex, I can make one for myself, and I can make one for my husband if he'd like one. The good thing about this pattern when it comes to sizing is that all of the sizes are in one package, and it goes from extra small through extra large. I can definitely see myself making the pants, the cardigan, and the vest, but I think I would probably start off with the vest. I think it's pretty hot. I like the way she's looking in that. So let's go ahead and look at the line art. So here's your line art in the back, and the vest, just looks like a normal vest, and so does the cardigan, and it has 2 pockets as well, and then your pants. Yeah, just a very simple pattern, and it is a knit pattern, so it calls for moderate stretch knits like cotton knit, French terry, ponte, and sweater knits. And so for the bust sizes, it goes from 37 inches to 57, so it's size inclusive, and as we all know, knits stretch, so that makes it, you know, even a wider range. So yeah, this is McCall's 8637. So the next pattern is Nomi 2143. This is a pattern designed by Brittany J. Jones, and the pattern description is women's and Mrs. dress in 2 lengths. And I absolutely love this pattern when I saw it, because if you look at the picture, it looks like 2 totally different dresses because of the type of fabric. It looks like she used a velvet fabric here, stretch velvet, and this is just like a regular type of ribbed stretch knit. So yeah, I thought it was super cute. Like you could wear this during the holidays or to a special occasion. This could just be like date night or regular, you know, whatever. So I absolutely love it. Now I'm not 100% confident in how I think I would look in it, just because I haven't made those type of dresses in a while, but I am going to make it, and I'm going to share it with you whether I like it or not. So that again is Nomi 2143, and let me share with you the line art. So this is a line art in the back, and yeah, it's basically the same, except for the biggest difference is going to be the fact that there's length. So view A is shorter and view B is longer, and view B also has a split. So that is going to be your difference, and looks like there's a bat wing or dolman type of sleeve, and so that makes it real easy to make, but there is a seam within that sleeve as well. So the stretch knits that it calls for is ITY, jersey, and rib knit. And again, this is Nomi 2143. This next pattern that I picked up was designed by Raven Maureen, and the pattern description is Mrs. Dresses. And I picked this up because I'm going to sound like a record, but I just don't have a lot of the same patterns, and I wanted to pick this one up because of the no collar situation with this suit dress, and so I thought it would be interesting. I typically like a collar and a collar stand, for a type of garment like this, but I think I want to give it a go, and I think it's going to be super cute. So it looks like there's like taller than normal shoulder pads, and I do like a shoulder pad look these days. And yeah, other than that, it's giving what it's giving. It's like a blazer dress type of look. So let's look at the line art in the back. So here is the line art in the back, and you only have one view. So this is the view that you would make, and so it calls for bokal, brocade, cotton blends, denim, stretch wovens, tweed, twill, and wood blends. There is a lining, and you use cotton linings and polyester blends for that. And I think I did misspeak earlier. I said the description was Mrs. Dresses, but it's Mrs. Blazer Dress. So, just keep that in mind. But yeah, I think it's super cute. I'm loving this red. Not sure what color I would wear it in, and I honestly think I would probably extend the length by at least 3 inches just to make sure that I could wear it to work. My legs are longer than most people, so yeah. So again, this is Nomi 2146. Alright everyone, so thank you so much for watching this video. That is it for this haul, but please let me know in the comment section below if you enjoyed this haul, which patterns did you like the most, and if you plan on purchasing any of these patterns that I shared with you today. If you enjoyed this video, you know what I'm getting ready to say. Please take a pause for the cause and like, and if you have not done so already and you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. Again, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be a vlog. I have been vlogging, and I put this video up first because I thought vlogging videos wouldn't take as long to edit, but I am finding that it takes a little bit longer to edit. But I actually enjoyed the vlogging and sharing with you the little different steps of the way, and it seems like some people enjoyed that. That was my last video that I had posted. So if you have not watched that video, I'll go ahead and put that in the link below, because I am sharing some some interesting things in my opinion. All right, so again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.